Child of burden, you will now be coming with me to answer to the king. What would the king want with a farm peasant? Look, you are coming with me and that's final. Why are you fighting me to your destiny? You don't even know who I am. Has your father not let you know who we are? Pathetic. Yes, I know what you are. I am aware that you are a half-breed. Well, technically half Kitsune, I am aware. Then why would I want you? Well, quite simple. You're the heir to the throne. I do not jest. Do not fight with me, boy. I'm not in the mood. Why am I so grumpy? Because I'm here on a mission, and I have trudged halfway across the kingdom, fighting my way through monsters and people alike just to find you. You've put me through enough trouble. Now come on. You're not coming. And why's that? You like your farming life. Well, sorry, boy, but the king's on his last legs, and their heir is needed. I will not, let the kingdom fall into Parash and chaos. Parash can have another kingdom, but not ours. He is a demented ruler, and we do not need him claiming ours. I have fought my entire life to uphold order. As a Kitsune, or half of one anyway, I would expect you to hold similar values. Ruling does not mean order. Of course it does. You make the rules. That's part of order. Putting things in a single file line. That's order. Making sure the public doesn't get too many funny ideas. That's order. What Parish offers is chaos. No rules, no knights, no power. That is chaos. Where only the strong rule, that is chaos. Order. Anyone can become king. Anyone can become queen. And you, I'm offering you the chance to become royalty. And you turn me down. Child, because that is what you are. You are coming with me, and that's... Did you just yell no? I don't think you understand what's going on here, boy. You are the rightful heir. If I return empty-handed, how does that make me look? Pretty bad, doesn't it? In fact, other knights would call it traitorous. We all have a job, boy, and yours is to rule over the 9 realms. So get your ass in line. Fine, I didn't want to have to do it this way. Grab the boy's father. Oh, do you not like that idea? Then you'll come with me. I didn't want to involve family, but you're not leaving me much of a choice. Now you come willingly, or your family pays the price. Your call. Your first hard decision as ruler. Good. You'll see this is the right choice in time. After all, you have to be groomed for the occasion. And I don't have a lot of time, so let's start with the basics. For example, you will never be found in a pig pen again. Disgusting and revolting. Yes, I was a squire once, but that's training. This is disgusting. What are they having you do, menial labor? You're a king. Well, technically a prince right now. Making you do menial labor. This wasn't part of the contract. When you were born, we wished you here. And the reason why we wished you here is because of an assassination plot. Then they ran off with you, and we couldn't find our heir. Now that I found you, though, well, more accurately, we got an anonymous tip. We can get you home. How do I know it's you? That scar on your left cheek. That's how I know. When I was younger, I was charged with taking care of you. You were a bit of a psycho baby, if I'm being honest. Nearly lit the whole castle on fire. Well, one night, a couple royals thought, "You're too dangerous to be left alive," and in my arrogance, I may have accidentally let one slip through my defenses. They got a knife to your cheek and threatened to use you as leverage. A crossbow bolt to their head saw to that, but sadly, the scar was left on you as a baby, so not much I could do about it. Yes, I've known you since you were a baby. Is that surprising? I lost you once. I'm not making that same mistake again. You see this eye? Why, you know why it's blind? The king ripped it out, and then put it right back in its socket. That's what happens when you make a mistake. You pay for it, and I paid plenty. Why am I loyal to him? You think I'm loyal because I want to be. I'm loyal because I have to be. It's my job. I am a knight, as you are a prince. We each have roles to fill whether we like them or not. I will die a knight and you will die royalty. All that matters is that I get you to the castle. So get marching. Why am I such hostile with you? You may have forgotten, but we ran into each other before. Yes, you were about 10. I tried to grab you and you launched a fireball right into my armor, melted it to me. You know how painful it was removing that? The gold had melted to my chest, borne to my skin. I had to rip my skin off to get the armor off. It was graphic and cruel. But I learned from my mistake. This is copper, not nearly as easy to melt as gold. My name, it's Sir Night-Eye, if you're curious. My real name? That's my last name, yes. My first name. We're not quite at that level, Prince. Maybe if you get to know me a bit more, take me out to dinner. I'm joking. It's not like you date an old fart like me. I'm joking again. I don't have any attraction towards you. Calm down, Prince. Why do I keep calling you that? Because that's what you are, a prince. Even though you're a Kitsune, why would that matter? Sure, you may have used your fire on me, but you didn't have control over it. That's also why I need to go back. We have wizards that can help you control your magic. Fire, out of control, can burn down a whole city, boy. You need to learn control. Otherwise, you'll burn everything. What happens if a Kitsune ascends the throne? What do you think happens? Honestly, what do you think happens? Death? So naive. No. People will try to control you, puppet you. My job is to cut off their heads. Simple. Yes, I am bound to you. What about it? So I have to do what you say? Not exactly, Your Highness. My job's to keep you safe by any means necessary. So if your orders were for me to, for example, cut off your head, I would just have to restrain you. No, I'm not going to cut off your head. Have I killed monsters before? Prince, I'm a knight, kind of in the job description. What have I killed? Well, I've killed a few Kitsune, for your information. I have killed a few zombies, traitors, and a few will-o-wisps, but luckily I haven't ran into many of those. Too many of those collect and you get a banshee. And oh, you do not want to fight a banshee. Well, for your information, banshees are more ethereal. Can't really kill them with a sword. How do you get rid of a banshee? You have to make them forgive themselves. And try arguing with something that screams and tries to rip your head off. Not exactly easy. I sound like a monster hunter? Again, not my job. It just happens that monsters tend to want to take on royalty and rip their heads off 90% of the time. Why? Well, blessed be our king, but he has a bit of a monster problem, to say the least. Which is confusing why he decided to sleep with a Kitsune and make you, but, well, here we are. Wait, you didn't know? So your parents didn't even tell you were royalty? Ah, gods. Last time I trusted a stable boy to take care of you. Yes, I put you in the safety of a stable boy. He was meant to keep you away from the castle until I came to get you. But when I came to return you, he had run off with you. And I couldn't find you. So I went on a crusade across the land. And now, you're mine. Well, miraculously, you're the kingdom's. And when I get home, I'll be cleared of my name, and I can retire. Why do I want to retire? Boy, I am in my 60s. Don't you think I deserve some rest? Come on, let's go. I look great for 60? Well, thanks. How old were you when you got lost? About 3. Maybe a little older, but I can't remember quite so well. I do remember the pain, though. Excruciating pain you put me through. I found you when you were 10, and then you ran off again. That stupid farmer took you with him. That old stable boy died, a while ago. Then his brother, the farmer, took you in, and that's where we are. What happened to your mom? She died. How? The kingdom was invaded when you were around the time you were born, and in order to save you, she ordered me to give you to the stable boy and have you ride off. Your father believed you should stay in the castle, but your mother knew better. She sent you off, and I went to go fight in the battle. Me and her, we held them off as long as we could, but it was obvious we weren't going to win, at least not the way things were standing, so she teleported me away, and she self-destructed, taking as many as she could with her. Because of her sacrifice and her damage, we were able to turn the tides of battle, and we beat back the kingdom of Tamarian. But our homeland was never the same. There's still scars all these years later of that war. The land is known as No Man's Land. Monsters hunt in those worlds now. The scorched earth, now belonging to the beasts. But let's not talk of that. That land was cursed anyway, with your mother's blood. Did I like your mother? What wasn't there to like about her? She was fierce, strong, and lovely, I suppose you could say. Did I like her? Well, of course I did. She took me under her wing, made me a knight. When I was just a little boy in a village, and she saw me and saw potential. Took me to the castle, king was very against it. He didn't like the thought of a peasant boy becoming a knight, but she fought for me, and, well, I was enrolled into the Knights Academy. Sure, I was made fun of, and things were stolen from me constantly, but as a young boy, I did quite well for myself, and she was there for every step of the journey. I remember when you were born. A big smile on your face as you lit fire in your hands. Your father was mortified. Yep, he wanted you executed. I fought for you, of course. So did your mother. He relented. He wanted another heir, but the night your mother and him were bound to try, the war went to our doorstep. Now it's one of the most powerful kingdoms in all the 9 realms. But, sadly, many were lost, including my family. Was I really going to kill your family? No, that was just a threat to get you to come. I'm not that cruel. I'm just tired, boy. I'm tired of travel. I'm tired of being a knight. I want to retire. Maybe find some old shack and live off the land. I don't know. I have enough riches to do so by now. Money's not the problem. The problem is service. When's it due? When's it up? I offered my life, but I didn't realize that I'd have no peace. You want to know my first name? Fine. It's Tom. Yes, it's Tom. I know, it's not the most knightly sounding name, but it's mine, okay? It's mine by birth. My mother gave it to me. You want to know about my mom? What's there to tell? We grew up as peasants. She was sold rags at the local bathhouse. Father was never around in my life. He up and left. My brother, he turned into a traitor and had to cut off his head. Since then, I've never been welcomed back home. Yeah, let's not talk about my family. Just awkward, I suppose. Do I want to know about your family? Well, here's what I know. You're with a farmer. Your stepmom, I suppose you could say. She seems nice. Offered me coffee. Yes, we talked before. This did not come out of the blue, child. This has been planned for about a month. I had to wait. They wanted more time with you. I granted their request. You were outside of the farm as to make it easy to take you. Luckily, you went on your own. Don't think they don't love you. They do. But even they recognize the importance of your inheritance. You were destined for great things. Those things just don't include a farm. Your Highness, listen. I understand your want to live life the way you want, but we don't get to make that choice. We have 2 choices in life. Dying, or doing what we're supposed to do. And I don't want you to die after so hard I've fought for you. So stick it in, alright? Stick in there. And hold on tight. 'Cause life is about to get a whole lot harder for you.